the initial chords happen quite quickly, but then of course it's, you know, I think we spent quite a few months kind of shaping it and tweaking it and changing it and trying to find something that retained your interest for, you know, for the kind of 4 minutes it lasts, you know. Yeah, I mean it's obviously like a song like this has to have a sort of gravity and dynamic rather than it being something that's like an instant pop song, you know, and hopefully it's got lasting value.
A bit's already out there on the internet. What have you made of the reaction?
Yeah, for the bits I've heard, I think I'm quite pleased, but I can't wait for people to hear the rest of it, because I think like particularly Adele's performance is really jaw-dropping.
And what was it like actually finishing the song in this very studio? What was that feeling like?
No, it's phenomenal. I mean, you know, watching the sort of result of this sort of a period of labour come to fruition, and especially with you know, having sort of demoed the sort of orchestral side of things, and then had someone orchestrate it, and then to actually see it performed was it's quite a moment, really, and especially like, you know, to finally see a few people's reactions to the song, I think was like, I think we felt like we nailed it.
For you, an incredible 12 months for both you and Adele. You know, the Grammys, the Brits, you know, the biggest selling album in the world. How does getting to do a Bond theme rank amongst all of that? No,
it's a total honour. I mean, I guess it's one of those things that until you actually ask to do it, and the possibilities put in front of you, you don't really realise firstly what pressure comes with it, and secondly that how much there's definitely a degree of pride in, you know, in being asked, but then you've got to deliver, and I guess you just have to try and switch off from the pressure and try and just do something that's true to the artist you're working with and true to the nature of the film and the story. And I think that, you know, the best Bond songs feel like they're part of the film. You know, they're like they're part of the story and the part of the narrative of the film.
People are already talking about this as a potential Grammy winner, as a possible Oscar winner.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't want to get into speculation.
And for you, how difficult has it been keeping this secret? You know, we've been talking about this for so long. People saying it's got to be Adele and Paul Epworth for this.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I'm often surprised that things don't leak out quicker, but this has definitely been a kind of a sort of MI6 like subterfuge to try and keep it under wraps, and I think you know, I'm just eager to see when people finally hear the full track and her vocal performance, and I think I'm looking forward to seeing what people think, you know, people really make of it, you know.